Alright, final video in my little mini series here. This is the back of the machine where all the electronics are. You've got your nice pretty face here where all the expensive components are. Really expensive components like this guy that you don't touch. Just don't mess with it. Leave it attached. Don't take the cover off. Don't start playing with the wires underneath unless you have to. If you're in here to replace it, well, pop the cover off, pop the screws out, pop the cover off, unclip all the connectors. Take a picture first. Do yourself a favor. Take a picture once you take the cover off. Take a picture so you know where everything goes, how everything's routed. You know, ours doesn't have a connector that's supposed to be right here. We also don't have a I forget what the dang thing's called. We don't have a switch here that allows the water to go through, but there's also no need for it because we've got two connectors here, and these four control the hot, cold, clean, and dirty waters. And then you've got this guy's kind of a pain to take off. You gotta take that off. In order to take this off, you gotta take this off. There's two plugs underneath there. Pull this guy, unclip him. You don't need to disconnect that. I put tape, electrical tape over this guy. This is the power cord. Put electrical tape over that because you don't need to take it off. If you don't have to take it off, don't take it off. There's no need to take stuff. If you don't need to take it off, don't take it off. So, but you have to disconnect that one, that connector, these two connectors, this connector. Remember to take off your ground wire. This connector. Let's see, this, and that's all the connectors for this, along with the ground wire. That'll allow you to pull this harness here out, let it off to the side. You saw that this was out. I had it hanging down here. There's a vacuum line right there. I didn't want to screw with that. Don't want to mess with it if you don't have to. So disconnect that. That allows this side to be free. This other side here, you gotta pop all these off. And again, take a picture if you're worried about it, like I did. I took a picture. It's pretty easy to tell what one goes where because it goes in series. You've got your ring here so that all the wires stay nice. You pull this guy out, disconnect it, pull those two off. Well, you don't have to pull both of them off. One of them can stay connected because it's just the power in. There's power in, then there's power out that goes to your board underneath here. You'll only have to disconnect the one with the blue and white wires because that goes to this motherboard. So that all being disconnected or connected back up again to put it back together or take it apart, whichever the case you have, your situation calls for. And you can work on all this just like this. It'll sit right there, no problem. Well, I got a right at the front to hold it so it doesn't fall all the way. But once you've made sure everything's tight, all your connections are remade again, last thing you want to do is put it back together and then have to take it apart again. So you pull this back. You have one screw here, one screw here, which are these simple little screws. They just go right in. Little Phillips. Should screw right back down real nicely. That's one. This is number two. I'm a stickler for making sure things work before I put it all the way back together. So I will be plugging my unit in and making sure that it turns on and then it runs before I get it all back together, because, well, as you can see, There's nothing here that I'm going to mess with that's going to get in the way of that cover going back on. Every electrical connection I need to get to is here. This is where it's going to be. Nothing can be screwy. So you can take your hot and cold, plug it back in, because it goes where your hot and cold sign is. This cover literally just slides up underneath, like so, and goes down. That's it. I'll give you a warning that every video I watched did not give me, for whatever reason. They made it seem like this and this were the only things keeping that on once the screws were in. Negative. That is not true. You will break this taking it off. You don't have a choice. You will. There's a little tab right there that's supposed to look, let's see where, let me get a good picture. There you go. Like that. You will more than likely break those taking it off. It is not the end of the world. Nothing's going to malfunction. Nothing's going to fall apart. It still screws together. You just will have a fun time. Now I've got to remember which line is my hot and which one is my cold, because I can't change the wheels on there. I don't sell a red and blue version of it, so I get to look up my pipes and figure out what I got here. So this is my hot. Screw that back on just like normal. That's tight. And now I'll screw on the cold. There is a, as you'll see, I didn't take pliers to it. I got pretty good hand strength, so I don't need to worry about it. And there's also a rubber gasket down in there. There's a rubber gasket, and this is plastic. Use a wrench, and you're liable to break it. If you don't have good hand strength, like I do, use a wrench, but be smart, and don't over tighten it. You will break it. It's plastic. Alright, that's done. Now, I'll turn my water back on. No, I'll go like this and turn my water on. Back off the sink here. And I will test my hot for leaks. No leak. And I will test my cold. 4 leaks. Come on, brother. Turn right. There we go. No leaks. Good and done. So now I'll open them up full because, as I said previously, you test it first. You turn it on lightly. Check it for leaks. Turn it on fully. Check it for leaks. Keep yourself from having problems in the future and just take the precautions. Do a little bit of messing around right now to save yourself the trouble of having to go back and redo it again later. The biggest thing any place will tell you, any workplace you have that does any kind of disassembly, rework sucks. You don't want to have to deal with it. Cost you money, cost you time. Time is money. Right now, time is not money for me because my house, my washer, so I'm not getting paid to do this. Other than hugs and kisses from my wife. So I'm going to take this electrical tape off of this. Taking the electrical tape I had on the power cord off, because I had it on the power cord in order to hold the power cord onto the lid, the top of the washing machine. This part. I had that on there to hold it so that it didn't move, because you know, you don't want it to move. And I'll take the electric tape off of here because I don't need it anymore. Yeah, this is at my house. This is not some fancy facility, so I apologize for the mess, y'all. Alright. The moment of truth. Does it work? Oh my goodness, it works. So we're just gonna do a quick rinse and spin here. I guess we'll have that with cold water. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's make sure she works. No funny noises. What this machine does before it actually starts washing is it spins like this in order to level out, and you'll see that they're spinning opposite of each other. This levels out your load. There's no water coming in. Jeez. Funny business. Cold water's going in. And all it's going to do is sit there and spin. Fill up with water. I'm going to let it run for a second, and then I'm going to cancel it and let it drain out the water. Once it's done that, that tells me that everything is working properly. The thing that sucks about this is it's not going to use my hot water. Maybe even hot water, I guess, because it feels hot there. That one feels cold, so that's working. It's doing both hot and cold, I guess. Or it did cold water, now it's doing hot water. So now you can see a little bit of water building up. It's kind of getting fuzzy in there. Not the cleanest lid in the world. It's getting kind of blurry. So I'm going to pause it. You see the steam coming out, so we're using hot water. Hot water comes out nicely. It's holding water. I don't have water on the ground, which you shouldn't have water on the ground after what I did, because I did not take the main drum, the outer drum out. I only messed with the middle, which is that. So if I had a leak, I got bigger issues. So that's all done. I'm going to power this off. I thought that would empty it. I guess I don't know what to do now. I got it full of water. Now we'll do self-clean. This is a 54-minute cycle to clean it. So we're dumping out the water now over there. Tells me that the exit pump's getting what it needs to. So we're in business, folks. So I'm going to run it through a self-clean to make sure everything that's down in the pump gets thrown out. And yeah, that concludes my 3-video series for how to disassemble and reassemble the WAH. I'll show you here. So WAH45. Oh, sorry. WA45H7000AW/A2. This is what I've got. So I can officially close this job up, call it complete. Now I can go sort change out of a 5-gallon jug. Got some water here. Where do we? Nope, no water. Okay, so yeah, that concludes my 3-video series. That's it. I got nothing left for you guys. That's all she wrote. Have a great night, day, whatever time it is you guys are watching it. And I'll see you on the next video.